Hey, Mike here from Mike's Music. I wanted to go over the very first part of improvisation. Whoa, calm down. I know that's a very scary word. Just saying that word can make people nervous. What I like to call the first part of improvisation is create a story or tell a story. And all that is taking a major scale, which is one of the first things we learn as musician. First things we learn as a musician, right? And what we're going to do on the electric bass is we're going to use the C major scale, right? You're going to start on a C, you're going to end on a C. You're going to use one octave, and you're going to play anything you want. It has to be those notes, right? It cannot be outside the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, B natural, not B flat, B, C, right? Those are the ones you can use. So I'm going to be using just those notes, right? That's all you're allowed to use. First thing, probably even before that, is probably going to be just working on your scale. Being able to play it comfortably. It doesn't have to be fast, right? Just being able to play it comfortably. So here's an example of telling a story, starting on a C, ending on the same C, right? And playing anything in the C major scale you want to play in that octave. Here we go. So I'm going to start on the C. If you feel like you're not even able to do that, you can just kind of practice your scale in telling a story. Remember, rhythm on the same note in space is your friend. You do not have to play a bunch of different notes or play fast, right? You can even just do a one-note solo. Maybe that's where you want to start. You can just play an entire story just on the C, right? In doing this, you should probably utilize short notes, long notes, connected notes in space. So I'm going to tell a story just with one note, the C. That's it. That's all you're allowed to do in the beginning. The biggest thing I believe I learned in a master class with Willie Murillo, a very famous trumpet player out of Los Angeles. He was talking about giving yourself rules and making sure you keep it as simple as possible. And to keep it as simple as possible, you just put yourself in a box. I actually remember that's one of the sentences he said. Put yourself in a box. What does that mean? Force yourself to make a solo with one note. After that, force yourself to make a solo with two notes, right? You can kind of jump to tell a story with a scale, and that's it, okay? Right? You don't go past that. Oftentimes when we want to learn how to improvise, whoa, that scary word, I know. When we want to learn how to improvise, we don't know what to do because there's just so much. It's just, all over the place. Oh, it's scary. I don't know. I sound horrible. But if you just put yourself in a box, give yourself boundaries and rules, just like that, maybe that's all you do, right? That alone was telling a story, okay? Right? You don't have to do anything crazy. If you have too many options, that's when we get confused and we might sound bad. Remember, when you go to tell this story also, if you make a mistake, start over, right? Remember, there really are no mistakes, but if you're like, uh-oh, that's not in the C major scale. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. So just start over and make sure you're staying within those boundaries. Okay? Thank you.